Well, it looked like Alyssa Thomas is hurt. Did Caitlin Clark get some justice from the gods from above? We don't know, but it looked very, very spooky with how she got hurt. I mean, she literally went down damn near in tears. Now, this is coming just on nearly 3 weeks after the attack that she put on Caitlin Clark.
Karma has a way of catching up with everyone, and tonight, the WNBA finds itself under intense scrutiny. For months, fans have debated whether the league did enough to protect one of its biggest stars, Caitlin Clark. Concerns over hard fouls, physical play, and controversial on-court moments have continued to fuel heated discussions across the basketball world. Now, everything appears to have reached a turning point. A single incident has reignited questions about player safety, league accountability, and how the WNBA handles physical confrontations. What looked like just another tense sequence during a game has quickly grown into a much bigger conversation, drawing widespread attention from fans, analysts, and media outlets. Reports suggest that legal experts and sports professionals are weighing in, with some arguing that the league must take a stronger stance on protecting its athletes. The growing criticism has placed additional pressure on league officials, who now face increasing calls to address concerns surrounding player safety and consistent officiating. Behind the scenes, the spotlight is brighter than ever. Every decision made by league leadership is being closely watched, and the response to this latest controversy could influence how similar situations are handled in the future. What was once viewed as part of the game's physical nature has now become the center of a much broader debate about fairness, accountability, and the responsibilities of a professional sports league. In today's video, we'll break down the incident, examine the reaction from fans and experts, and explore why this moment has become one of the most talked about stories in the WNBA. Whether you see it as fierce competition or a sign of a larger issue, there's no denying that this controversy has captured the attention of the basketball world.
I worked in government for nearly 15 years, so I'm very limited government. I'm conservative. I've worked for Marsha Blackburn, Ted Cruz, and in the Trump administration, including the Trump White House.
Okay. Now, what caught your attention about Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin Clark has had a seismic impact on the WNBA ever since she first joined. Merchandise sales increased over 600%, league app engagement over 600%, subscriptions to League Pass over 400%, and the team she plays for, the Indiana Fever, tripled in value. But despite all that success that she's immediately had, the league has basically looked the other way as she's been targeted on a weekly basis, and that targeting is putting her career at risk.
To understand why this moment has generated so much attention, you have to go back to the play that sparked the latest wave of controversy. During a chaotic scramble for the ball, Caitlin Clark and Alyssa Thomas became involved in a physical sequence that immediately divided viewers. Many fans believed Thomas made illegal contact with Clark during the play, while others argued it was simply part of an intense battle for possession. Whatever your interpretation, the replay spread across social media within minutes and quickly became one of the most talked about clips of the season. What happened next only fueled the debate. The officiating crew did not issue a flagrant foul during the game, a decision that immediately drew criticism from fans, analysts, and commentators. Questions about consistency in officiating once again became the focus, with many asking whether similar plays involving other players would have been handled differently. After the game, Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White did not hide her frustration. She criticized what she viewed as inconsistent officiating and emphasized the importance of protecting players throughout the season. Her comments quickly gained traction online, adding even more attention to an already controversial moment. As discussion intensified, the league faced growing public scrutiny. Video breakdowns, television debates, and social media reactions dominated the conversation, placing the WNBA under pressure to review the incident carefully.
Toe or something? I believe she might have been holding her toe. Oh, wow. Let's read some of the comments. Some of the comments say, glad to see Caitlin Clark fans staying classy and laughing at injuries. Just be careful of that glass house. Not classy as Mercury posting stick figures making fun of injuries. Eat ish. Whoa. Whoa! That never happened. Left off. They were posting stick figures of DeWanna Bonner. But Fever fans are illiterate. So now we got other fans arguing with Fever fans. And like, I just want to let y'all know something. This is what they do online. That's why I don't engage in a lot of Twitter activity, because this is the circus that people like. Opposing fans, opposing people in the media like to target people on Twitter. I don't engage in any of this, but I'll read it. There was a contact, but it was Thomas getting away with an offensive foul. Somebody said, I'm no AT fan, but this is not a flop. You can see that she rolled her left ankle, and when she planted the inside of her foot, comes up, and instead of staying planted on the spin, in response, she falls backwards, taking the pressure off the ankle by lifting it and falling. Now, there is more footage, another angle of this injury that occurred here. I believe this is it here. And it looked like here they come with the towels, because she's probably crying. Not big bad Alyssa Thomas. Crying.
Think about the following day, the league announced disciplinary action, upgrading the play to a flagrant 2 foul upon review and suspending Alyssa Thomas for 1 game. While some fans viewed the decision as appropriate accountability, others questioned why the action came only after the game had ended instead of during live play. That decision did not end the controversy, it shifted it. The discussion quickly expanded beyond a single foul and into broader questions about player safety, officiating standards, and whether the league's disciplinary process is applied consistently. Basketball analysts, former players, and legal commentators began discussing what responsibilities professional sports leagues have to provide a safe workplace for their athletes, although no court has determined that the WNBA violated any legal duty in this situation. Now, every replay, every official statement, and every league decision is being examined more closely than ever. What began as one disputed on-court sequence has evolved into a much larger conversation about accountability, consistency, and the future of officiating in the WNBA.
However, the concern is that resentment is then leading to targeting on the court. It's happening at a higher rate for Caitlin Clark than anyone else. And unfortunately, it's creating a textbook hostile work environment for Caitlin Clark. And under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, the federal government does have an ability to engage here, should they so choose.
Homeowners, when is the last time you checked on your home title? If your answer is never, then this is for you. Scammers are stealing titles, and your equity is a target. Criminals forge your signature. Just like that, your home title can be transferred out of your name. That's why I partnered up with Home Title Lock, so you can find out today if you're already a victim. Please use my promo code BILL at HometitleLock.com, and you'll get a free title history report. Plus, you will get a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring of your title, urgent alerts of any changes, and if fraud does happen, they'll spend up to $1 million to fix it. That's HometitleLock.com, promo code ILL. So you said the federal government should get involved with this because Ms. Clark's civil rights are being violated as she is targeted on the court, the basketball court, and no one's protecting her. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct. I know a lot of people say it's sports, that, we should expect hard fouls, and I agree with that. I'm a sports fan. I like seeing competitive play, but unfortunately, facts are...
The following day, the league announced disciplinary action, upgrading the play to a flagrant 2 foul upon review and suspending Alyssa Thomas for 1 game. While some fans viewed the decision as appropriate accountability, others questioned why the action came only after the game had ended instead of during live play. That decision did not end the controversy, it shifted it. The discussion quickly expanded beyond a single foul and into broader questions about player safety, officiating standards, and whether the league's disciplinary process is applied consistently. Basketball analysts, former players, and legal commentators began discussing what responsibilities professional sports leagues have to provide a safe workplace for their athletes. Although no court has determined that the WNBA violated any legal duty in this situation, now, every replay, every official statement, and every league decision is being examined more closely than ever. What began as one disputed on-court sequence has evolved into a much larger conversation about accountability, consistency, and the future of officiating in the WNBA. Now consider why this controversy has attracted so much attention beyond the basketball court. If legal action were ever to be filed over players' safety or league policies, the case could place the WNBA under intense scrutiny. Depending on the claims involved, legal proceedings might require the disclosure of certain internal communications or documents through the discovery process. While no such outcome is guaranteed, even the possibility has fueled widespread discussion among fans and legal commentators. For league executives, the stakes extend far beyond a single game. Major professional sports organizations rely on public trust, strong relationships with broadcast partners, and long-term sponsorship agreements. Any high-profile legal dispute or prolonged controversy has the potential to create reputational challenges and increase pressure on league leadership. That is why every decision surrounding this incident is receiving extraordinary attention. Questions about officiating consistency, player safety, and disciplinary standards have become central to the conversation. Whether the league's response satisfies critics or not, its handling of the situation will likely influence public perception moving forward. Reports indicate that league officials continue to face intense scrutiny as debate surrounding the incident remains active. Analysts, former players, and fans are closely watching how the WNBA addresses these concerns and whether additional steps will be taken to strengthen confidence in its officiating and player protection policies. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear: this story is no longer just about a single play. It has become a broader conversation about accountability, transparency, and the standards expected of a professional sports league under the brightest spotlight.
About a foul called on her. It was the fourth technical foul this season, so that means WNBA is now to set a fine. Oh, wow. According to WNBA rules. So that was her fourth technical foul. Wow. Alyssa Thomas, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good at all, bro. I just got to be honest. Hold on. Let's finish reading. For a technical foul, according to WNBA rules, the first three each carry $500, while the fourth through seventh can carry $1,000. Every tech after that is punishable by a $1,500 fine and a 1-game suspension. The player also receives a warning letter from the WNBA. Get out my face, pop up. Warning letter from the WNBA after their fifth technical foul. Thomas most recently served as 1-game suspension due to the hit on Caitlin Clark on June 24th. During that contest, the Mercury forward made contact with Caitlin Clark's throat with her fist while the Fever guard was down. No foul was called on the play, but the WNBA reviewed it and retracted it, which we all know, to flagrant 2 foul. But it looked like Alyssa Thomas is dealing with ankle injuries, and
the WNBA now finds itself at a pivotal moment. What began as a controversial on-court incident has grown into a much larger conversation about player safety, officiating consistency, and league accountability. Fans, analysts, former players, and media outlets are watching closely to see how league officials respond, not just to this incident, but to future situations as well. The decisions made in the coming weeks could shape how the league is viewed for years to come. Whether that means changes to officiating procedures, stronger enforcement of existing rules, or new policies designed to improve player safety, the pressure on league leadership has never been greater. Supporters of Caitlin Clark argue that this moment highlights the need for more consistent protection of all players, while others believe the league must carefully balance physical competition with fair and consistent officiating. Regardless of where opinions fall, the debate has become one of the defining storylines of the WNBA season. One thing is certain, every controversial call, every disciplinary decision, and every statement from league officials will receive intense scrutiny moving forward. The spotlight is brighter than ever, and how the WNBA responds could influence public confidence in the league for seasons to come. What do you think? Did the league make the right decision, or should it go even further to address player safety and officiating consistency? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more updates on the biggest stories in women's basketball, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for our next video.